Welcome back to LearnEnglishPodcast.com. I'm Wason. As an English teacher for 15 years, I hear one big worry. Why do I freeze when I speak? Today I'll keep asking the questions you've always wanted answered about speaking English fast and confidently.
Thanks, Wason. Hi, listeners. I'm Lydia, and I've got the answers. Speaking fast isn't about racing, it's about sounding natural. We'll explore 9 proven tricks, share American examples, and show you daily practices until words roll off your tongue automatically.
Lydia, first question of the day. Why does thinking in our native language slow us down so badly? My students can draft essays just fine, yet they stumble ordering coffee. What fireworks explode in the brain when we translate every sentence before speaking?
Translation forces your brain into a 2-step process. Build the sentence in Spanish, then rebuild it in English. That lag creates hesitation. Train direct thinking instead. Walking down Chicago's Michigan Avenue, silently label what you see. Glass skyscraper, tourist taking selfies, bus turning left.
If direct thinking matters, what small daily changes push students toward that habit? I've heard classmates switch their phone settings, but they complain it feels overwhelming. Does tweaking tech actually make a difference, or is it just a gimmick?
It absolutely helps. When your iPhone says, "Reminders due today," instead of your language's equivalent, you process everyday terms effortlessly. Start with Instagram, Facebook, and Netflix, where pictures reinforce meaning. After a week, you'll catch yourself thinking, "Upload story," or "Continue watching" without conscious translation.
Nice. Let's tackle ready-made phrases. Students often freeze at openings, presentations, restaurant orders, small talk. Which sentence starters should they memorize first? And how do these pre-built chunks actually accelerate fluency during spontaneous American conversations?
Begin with polite requests and opinion markers. Could I get? I'd like to add, from my perspective. That's a fair point, but practice aloud until they're muscle memory. Ordering at Starbucks becomes effortless. Could I get a tall vanilla latte, please? Feels automatic, not rehearsed.
What about fillers? My classrooms overflow with and like. Some students swear Americans use them constantly. Others feel embarrassed. Should learners fight fillers completely or learn to pause strategically instead?
Native speakers sprinkle fillers, but too many scream uncertainty. Teach a silent pause. It feels long in your head, yet listeners barely notice. Replace, I think maybe we could, with a calm breath plus, I believe we could. Pauses project calm authority.
Speaking of controlled pauses, how does the 1-minute challenge actually work? Students test it but quit halfway because they feel ridiculous talking alone. What instructions would you give so they stick with it and experience measurable progress?
Choose a safe topic. Weekend plans, favorite TV chef, last night's NBA game. Hit record and talk non-stop for 60 seconds, even if sentences feel basic. Rewatch, note hesitations, then redo. After 5 daily rounds, words connect faster and filler counts plummet.
Let's pivot to shadowing, something many students confuse with repeat after me drills. What exactly separates true shadowing from ordinary repetition, and how can beginners structure sessions so the native clip doesn't sound like linguistic rocket fuel?
Shadowing means echoing immediately. No pause button. Grab a 15-second scene from Friends, slow YouTube to 0.75, listen once, then replay and chase each word. Expect Mrs. First Round. By round 5, rhythm and intonation begin to align naturally.
I've noticed actors master accents through deliberate imitation. How is that approach fundamentally different from shadowing in goals and methods? And could you outline a realistic 15-minute routine students can follow to develop an expressive American cadence?
Shadowing chases timing, imitation steals style. Pick a public figure, maybe Michelle Obama. Watch a 2-minute interview, mimic her energy, gestures, and stress patterns. Record side-by-side videos daily. Over 2 weeks, you'll absorb persuasive cadence and confident body language beyond vocabulary.
Students panic over grammar mistakes. Perfectionism slashes fluency more than anything else. How do we convince them simple sentences aren't childish? And can you give a comparison example?
Complex. If I had been informed earlier, I would have attended the quarterly financial briefing. Simple. No one told me, so I missed the meeting. Both communicate. Simpler syntax frees brain bandwidth for pronunciation and rhythm, which Americans value more than textbook accuracy.
Pronunciation often becomes the narrowest part of the funnel. Which lively drills target stubborn American sounds, the growling R and buzzing TH, while keeping learners engaged instead of yawning through another phonetics worksheet?
Use minimal pair drills. Rice lice, 3 tree. Record yourself, then run a free speech app like Elsa or Google's pronunciation tool. Celebrate micro improvements. Pair with tongue twisters, 30 thrilling throws for TH, round and round the rugged rock for R.
Practicing alone feels safe, but real life happens with people. How can learners locate conversation partners, whether in a U.S. city or online, without feeling intimidated, spending big bucks, or begging friends nightly?
Leverage free community. On Meetup, join hiking or coding groups that welcome internationals. Universities host weekly conversation tables open to all. Online, try Reddit's R language, exchange, or tandem. Begin with text, then voice, then video. Each layer builds confidence.
Our listeners love schedules they can tape to the fridge. With exactly 30 minutes, design a balanced fluency workout, weaving all 9 tricks together. How would that session unfold minute by minute?
5 minutes. Describe your surroundings aloud. Think in English. 5. Review 5 sentence starters and speak sample answers. 10. Shadow a podcast clip twice, matching rhythm. 5. Speed read a news paragraph aloud. 5. Record a 1-minute freestyle and critique pronunciation plus fillers.
Could you sketch a quick dialogue showing how a learner might deploy several techniques during a high-stakes job interview in downtown Boston? Something realistic and definitely American in flavor?
Interviewer: Tell me about a challenge you solved. Learner: Pause. Well, let me think. Yes, at my last internship, I streamlined our inventory system. Adds detail fast. I built a spreadsheet that cut data entry time by 30%. Clear pronunciation, simple grammar, confident tone. Interviewer nods impressed.
Quick checkpoint. Listeners, you're watching a video from LearnEnglishPodcast.com. Stay tuned for the final summary. Now, Lydia, let's address common pitfalls students should avoid.
Pitfall 1. Mistaking speed for mumbling. Clarity first. 2. Skipping pronunciation drills. 3. Relying solely on academic vocab. Everyday English wins hearts. 4. Inconsistent practice. Fluency is fitness. Miss 3 workouts and the muscle weakens.
Students crave evidence that their hustle pays off. What practical metrics can they track so motivation stays high after the honeymoon phase ends completely?
Keep a Monday progress journal. Record a 60-second monologue on the same topic. Transcribe with otter.ai. Count fillers. Note vocabulary variety. 4 weeks later, repeat. Fewer fillers and richer word choice prove real progress.
Speaking of digital helpers, which no-cost or freemium tech stack supports these strategies without forcing learners into subscription traps or endless ads, yet still provides meaningful feedback they can trust each day?
Free arsenal. YouTube for authentic clips, Google Podcasts for speed control, Elsa's free pronunciation scanner, Otter.ai for transcripts, Anki for sentence starter flashcards. Pair with your phone's recorder. Zero cost. Honest feedback. Personal coach.
Language never exists in a vacuum. Are there specific American norms, volume, personal space, humor, that learners should adopt so their new speed doesn't accidentally come off rude or abrupt?
Americans value energetic eye contact, but dislike interruptions. Use "go ahead" or "if I may add" to signal respect. Small talk about weather or sports warms business chats. Speed plus courtesy equals comfortable American rhythm.
For learners hovering near fluency, what advanced tweaks, idioms, discourse markers, subtle intonation shifts can make their speech sparkle like native conversation across various contexts?
Layer idioms naturally. Swap "I'm very busy" for "I've got a lot on my plate." Replace "I agree" with "we're on the same page." Add markers, frankly, to be honest, on the flip side, sprinkle, don't dump, so authenticity stays intact.
Nervous energy can hijack even the most prepared speaker. Do you have rapid mindset or breathing hacks students can deploy moments before a presentation to keep speed and clarity intact?
Try box breathing. Inhale 4 counts, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4, repeat twice. Visualize a green traffic light signaling go. Remind yourself the audience wants you to succeed. Confidence tricks the tongue into smoother delivery.
Some learners chase a Hollywood accent, while others keep a trace of home. From a U.S. employability perspective, how much accent reduction is truly necessary, and how should they decide their goal?
Clarity beats mimicry. Employers care that colleagues understand you on the first try. Polish problem sounds, th versus t, until intelligibility scores above 90% on tools like Versant. A clear yet unique accent can become a memorable personal brand.
Progress sometimes stalls. Plateaus feel endless. What shake-up strategy can help learners break through that stagnant ceiling and regain momentum quickly without ditching their existing routine altogether?
Switch genres. If you binge business podcasts, spend a week with a comedy like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. New vocabulary, faster banter, humor rhythms shock your ear. Record yourself parodying a scene. Laughter lowers anxiety and sparks fresh neural connections.
We're getting close to wrapping up. Could you fire off a lightning summary of our 9 tricks so listeners create a mental screenshot for their commute?
Rapid fire. 1. Think in English. 2. Memorize sentence starters. 3. Pause. Ditch fillers. 4. Shadow native clips. 5. Imitate style and energy. 6. Use simple grammar. 7. Drill pronunciation before speed. 8. Converse with real people. 9. Maintain a daily balanced routine.
Our audience often asks for something doable tonight. If they can commit to just one action before bed toward their fluency transformation, which task should they choose to start momentum?
Pick a 1-minute phone monologue topic, record and repeat daily for 7 days. This micro habit layers thinking, pronunciation, filler control, and self-assessment, all inside 60 seconds. Small commitment, massive compound payoff over time.
Final logistics question, Lydia. How can listeners stay connected with us and ensure they never miss upcoming challenges or live practice sessions that we host throughout the month ahead of time.
Subscribe to LearnEnglishPodcast.com on YouTube and hit the bell for weekly challenges. Follow our Instagram for daily sentence starters and join our free Monday Zoom Cafe for real-time conversation. Community plus content equals unstoppable growth.
Fantastic! We appreciate your dedication. Confidence isn't a gift, it's a muscle. Train it daily with these 9 tricks, and soon you'll navigate American conversations smoothly. This is Wasan from LearnEnglishPodcast.com, signing off.
Thanks for learning with us. Keep practicing, stay curious, and celebrate every victory. See you next episode on LearnEnglishPodcast.com. Happy learning and have an amazing day.
A fun query from the chat. Some learners blast American rap music hoping speed rubs off. Does listening to rapid-fire lyrics help beginners, or could it hurt comprehension and pronunciation?
It helps when used wisely. Start with clear rappers like Macklemore or early Will Smith. Read lyrics first, highlight contractions, gonna, wanna, ain't, then shadow short lines. Treat it as high-intensity ear training. Skip explicit content at work, of course.
Reading supports speaking, too. Can you recommend a modern American novel that doubles as a speaking resource and explain how students should turn written dialogue into vocal practice?
Read The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Its dialogue is authentic, modern American English loaded with slang. After each chapter, pick 2 conversations and role-play them aloud. You practice intonation, emotion, and real vocabulary simultaneously, the perfect bridge between reading and speaking.